Hey, VA fan. God.
Keep it in. Keep it in.
All the gotta get ready, including you, Molly. You want to go to your kennel? No. Okay. As I was saying, hey, VA fan, welcome to Brown Ambition. It's your girl, Mandy Money. I am here with two incredible co-hosts at the Brown Table, one returning Brown Table member and one Brown Table virgin. Ooh, we gonna pop her Brown Table cherry.
I've never been more excited.
Let's make it weird. Do y'all want to introduce yourselves? Alexa, you start since you're OG at this point.
You know what's so funny is I started last time and I was a virgin to the BFM then as well. But that's okay. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, you're a veteran now.
Hello.
Time.
Exactly. I'm excited. I love this. Hello, everyone. My name is Alexa Claire Brooks Major. I work at the Financial Diet as our creative project manager. So it's really just my job to make sure all of our beautiful creative minds come together and get things on the calendar on time. I love getting to be here with all three of you, with all two of you, with all three of us all together.
Yeah. And you were on a foursome. We had four.
We did. That's why I was like so ready for the three. I was like,
yeah.
Anyway, Mia, tell me, who are you? Who are you, Mia?
Hi, it's me. I'm the virgin. So excited. I am Mia Brabham Nolan. Hi, everyone. So excited to be here. I am a writer. I work at Shondaland by day. I am a member of the digital team over there doing everything on shondaland.com. And by eve, I am a writer of the Substack In Deep with Mia Brabham Nolan, where I basically talk about pop culture, but it's not timely. It's about what I'm passionate about. So like in the middle of summer, I read about like Queen Latifah and why can't we have our run of Queen Latifah rom-coms again? It's like that's old news, but to me, baby, it's new news. This is what I think about. So love culture, love pop culture, love entertainment. That's just a little bit about me. Excited to be
I
here.
didn't know you had a Substack. That's so cool.
Yes, it's fun. We love.
You got to send me the link so I can put it in the show notes so everybody can go subscribe.
I will. It's a fun time.
Okay, wonderful. Well, y'all, we made new friends in our 20s and 30s because I'm the old lady of this group. I feel like, right? I keep it together.
I don't know. I'm 70 inside.
I identify. Have y'all seen the TikToks where it's like, we should start normalizing looking 33, and the person, I can't tell if it's meant to be a joke. Like I don't want to judge. That's my point. But everyone in the comments usually rips them a new one saying like, oh, don't worry, you look past your age. It's really like, I don't know why women are doing that.
I love this world.
This is great. It's so safe. It's so safe for us. It's so cozy.
So so comfortable.
Apparently, Anne Hathaway got a facelift. Like, great, awesome. There's lip, and she's my age almost. So there's nowhere safe. But y'all, we met at a party. We were at the same party, which, as an introvert myself, is my living nightmare. Going to, typically, it has been not so much anymore because growth.
But we couldn't tell. You were literally like, your smile made me feel so welcome, Mandy. You have no, and I just want to set the scene for the audience here, right? Because so I was coming as my boss's guest, right? So I was already like, I gotta be on my best behavior. I've gotta show up and be amazing. I don't know why I was worried. I'm such a charismatic person. Anyway, I get there. Mia is already speaking with my boss, Chelsea Fagan. And they're having a lovely conversation. I dive in. I'm like, oh, Black girls, unite. Let's chat. What's up, Mia? What's your name? Who are you? And so we were vibing because Mia has the most beautiful, energetic, magnetic personality. And at a lot of these kind of functions, I think we're so accustomed to people being very much like, here's my elevator pitch. Here's what I do. What do you do? Oh, you don't do more than me? Oh, okay. Well, I gotta go get a drink and ignore you. I feel like a lot of the networking feels like that. But between us three, it was automatic. Let's just get rid of the veil, get rid of the masks that grin and lie, and just chat and get to know each other. And then that became such a beautiful friendship. I'm very
I
happy.
think I actually uttered the words, "Can we be friends?"
Yes, you did. Yes, you
It
literally
was
did.
beautiful.
And then
And
we
then
met
she
again.
followed up.
Yeah, we actually met outside of the group chat. So it
Twice.
can happen,
Well,
BA fam. It can. So go to the freaking event. I went by myself, even though I did know a couple people there. Still, I went by myself. But yeah, by the time I started talking to y'all, it was late in the evening. I thought y'all were already like besties. I didn't realize y'all had just met. So
It was
yeah.
all the giggles. We were giggling a lot.
Oh my gosh.
But no,
and I
but
bet
thanks to both of you too, and thanks for saying my smile, because that's my coping mechanism for being so anxious about like social events. Is I literally have to tell myself, put on a smile, people will be happy to see you.
Yes,
so
and
sad,
it's
but
true.
You're
It's so
magnetic,
true, especially
Mandy.
with this gorgeous lip she has. Like, she always has such nice like makeup and everything. I'm like, oh, you can't help but look.
Yeah.
You know, I
Well,
just want to talk.
Mandy is someone that you look at and you literally just go,
Wow.
she's magnificent. Like, she's amazing. I want to be in her orbit. I want to know her. Yeah, you
It's true.
have a quiet gravity about you. That's for
goodness.
sure. Yeah.
Aw.
Quiet
For a
gravity,
long
that's
time, I
really-
had the opposite of quiet gravity. I was trying to quietly repel because I was so socially anxious that I would just look so mean. Like I resting on purpose just to repel. But that only got me so far. Things got much better when I started to like myself a lot more. But thanks, y'all. Yeah, thank you. It's Leo season, so that also could be having something to do with it. My birthday
Come on.
is in a couple days.
This is true. We love it. We love an August Leo. Can we discuss the difference? I feel like July Leo versus August Leo.
We're
And
so
a female
different
Leo versus a
breed.
male Leo. Very different.
Also very different.
I
Very
love a female
different. I
Leo.
cannot talk to July Leo men. I can't do it. But August Leo anybody? August Leo anybody? Hello, how are you? Let's be friends.
be fun. It feels good. You know, I'm actually traveling. I'm going to be at the NABJ convention in Cleveland. I leave on my birthday, which as a Leo, it's really hard to focus on something that has nothing to do with myself necessarily. It just feels like even now I'm like, ew. Getting up early for a flight on my birthday to not go somewhere cool, ew. But we're going to pretend like my birthday is really starting next week. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a fun one. I'm turning 38. 38.
Ooh,
Which
congratulations.
means, thank
fun.
you. Which means I'm officially in my start planning for your 40th birthday now kind of phase.
Yes.
Start saying ideas
Ooh.
out. Because we got to start saving. We got to tell your friends so they start saving. You know.
Right.
Get
Is
in
this going to be a
town,
destination
book a
birthday?
trip.
Is this going to be a destination vibe? What's going on?
Oh, I would like it to be, yeah. Even though I kind of live in a destination, living in, near New York City, that's nice. But I was thinking last night, I was like, Belize, no Kenya, no Buenos Aires. I want to go back to Argentina, like, just crazy.
All three.
And my husband's like, can we just put the kids to bed? Like, I can't. What are you talking about? But maybe also like Act 3, Act 3
Oh my
Beyonce might
gosh.
be out.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm like, what if the stars aligned? I don't want to wait 2 years for her next tour.
No.
But
Right.
what if the star, that could be an
It
easy,
might.
It could.
an easy
Oh my
coincide,
gosh. Imagine y'all get a box.
saying.
You celebrate in her box. That's amazing. Go to
I
the
can see
concert,
the
get a
shirts.
box, have the whole situation, get a nice dinner beforehand. I love this.
And
I'm
you can
seeing
still
the
do a
vision.
destination. She's gonna perform cool places. So
Paris.
Oh my god,
yeah.
get a dress custom made. It's not as expensive as people think. I don't know why everyone says it's so expensive. It's really not. I've seen some dresses. Oh, I paid like $150 for this. I paid $200 for this. Go get yourself a custom made dress.
Okay.
And
Easy.
like ball out. Like, oh, you deserve it. Oh my goodness.
I
This
love
is so
some yes
exciting.
women. I love some yes women. But thanks for mentioning the lip. I wore this lip color on purpose because y'all may not know this, but August is National Black-owned Business Month
yes.
in America, and this is the lip bar, which is
Oh,
owned by.
period.
We love.
Oh, she
Lip
was
Bar.
also at that event that we were at. What's her? Oh, her
Oh,
last
was
name,
she?
I
Melissa.
had no idea.
Melissa, my Detroit queen. Hold on, I'm looking it up right now.
Come on.
Are you also
Lip
looking it
Bar.
up?
I'm literally Melissa Butler.
Melissa Butler from the Lip Bar. Yes.
That's a great name.
Black owned,
That is a great
woman owned lip brand. If y'all don't know, you got to know. And, you know, we were worried about Melissa and the lip bar because when everyone started boycotting Target, that's one of her
Yeah.
biggest presences in store. But you can go to the lipbar.com. That's where I've been getting my my fixes of all my favorite colors. This is Rich Auntie. It's one of my favorites when I'm wearing like a jewel tone.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, but we also love Hot Mama and Boss Lady, and yeah, they have amazing. They have like little lip kits. So maybe I can finally nail the ombre look.
Oh,
we'll
yes.
see.
I have faith.
Yeah, but so it's a good. I actually went to my when I was preparing for the show, I went to my Perplexity, my AI, and I was like, "Tell me some good news happening in the world. Tell me why none of the headlines were about the U.S." It was like,
No, because I'm telling you, our karma is so bad. We have to get out now.
All we
Oh
can
my
do
goodness.
is literally laugh
it's like
through the pain.
India is seeing a boom in renewable energy, medical breakthroughs in the UK. Like, okay, got it. But but Black-owned Business Month in August. Do y'all want to spot? Are there any like favorite
That's good
Black-owned
news.
brands that y'all love, that you patronize or want to shout out?
Mia, you should go
I-
first.
Okay, I feel like I'm a local girly. I love walking around my neighborhood, walking around. I live in New York. I live in downtown Brooklyn. Love walking around, finding new businesses. There is, I don't know if everybody's heard, I feel like they've kind of become bigger and bigger, but Cloudy Donut Co. It's Black-owned donuts.
Oh, I haven't heard.
And
of
I
that.
love it because it's in the middle of a white neighborhood. It's in the middle of Brooklyn Heights. And it's like this Black-owned donut business. And I remember finding it and I was like, what in the world? It is so good. It's so simple. The food is so good. And can I tell you, they have donuts. I feel like they have to eventually be on, like, what is it, like Gold Belly when it ships nationally? I hope they get on that soon. But they have the full-size donuts, but then they also have mini donuts. Because, you know, sometimes you don't want a big one. You just want a small one. And they're good. They even have one that's like margarita flavored. And they have a tequila shot, like an eyedropper going into the donut.
Like
That's so
legit.
cute.
Yeah, and they come up with like new flavors like every week. It's so creative and so amazing. But I'm really into food. I feel like it's food for me. It's like Black-owned food spots. Like Island Shack is a Caribbean restaurant I love near Fort
Ooh,
Greene.
I got to taste their food, Island Shack, at
Yeah.
that amazing event it's in Brooklyn in the winter. It's like a Black-owned, women-owned business event, and it's like in usually a warehouse. Oh, she did that.
I've
you
heard
heard
of
of it?
that. I haven't been.
It's great. They
I
did a
have heard
food.
of that.
They did a food event in April that I missed, but yeah, definitely around the holidays when you're shopping for Alexa's birthday gift. You should stop. She did that.
Done.
So that's a great shout out actually to Renee Blewett, who founded that. She's been on the show before, along with Lakeisha Key, Dr. Key Hallman. They were both on a show that I did back in February, I want to say, about businesses that support Black-owned businesses. So she did that as one of them. And then Dr. Key Hallman, she founded like a curated Black-owned business space in Atlanta, like a physical space where you can shop different products and faves.
That's really cool.
There's
there's a bookstore called Liz's Book Bar that's also in Brooklyn, and it's Black-owned. Woman Black-owned bookseller. I mean, say less.
Oh my gosh.
It's so cool. It's like it's the coolest bookshop I've ever been to, and they have a huge bar, and it's like those like long bars you see in movies that is like marble, but it's like a bookstore. It's really it's cool.
Can you,
like
say
ever
the name again?
Yes, Liz's Book Bar. Grab a friend, bring a stack of Uno cards. Just spend the afternoon there, read a little, play some Uno.
I went to a book launch there, I think, but I was only a guest, so I didn't get to go as like a patron. But I remember that when you said the bar, I was like, oh, I know what you're talking about. I've been to that place. It's legit.
It's great. Okay, I'm done. Those are
I
my
need to be
three, my holy trinity right now.
Okay, let me think. So I was originally going to say the Honey Pot, but I don't think they're Black-owned anymore. I need to check that. Blackfounded, yes. I do love, I'm not a woman that shies away from speaking about our periods or anything like that. Their pads are some of the best I have ever used in my life. Now, warning to anyone who's never used them, they are quote unquote seasoned. They are seasoned. They will season you down there.
Okay, seasoned sounds like it's going to be spicy and hurt.
I know, I have questions. I'm like, what does seasoning mean?
It depends on how sensitive you are. At first, I was like, did I just mess everything up for myself? And then, what's going on? I need to go to the doctor. And then actually, it was the most soothing feeling. It's like eucalyptus, like it's just perfect.
Yeah.
So I will say
Okay.
I love that. Like their overnight pods are phenomenal. The lavender infused ones, fantastic. Absolutely obsessed. But as for companies that are still currently Black owned, I will say Black Girl sunscreen. I use it every
Yes.
day.
That's a
Yeah.
Every
good
day
one.
I love Black Girl sunscreen. Oh
That's a
my
really good
goodness.
one.
Because like I'm not huge on. One day I will learn. One day I will learn. But I don't know how to do my makeup properly. Like to do all of the like the lashes and like the contour and the I just rely on good skin. Because like if I can just have
Yeah.
some good skin, I can get
Come
by.
on.
So
Yeah.
Black Rose sunscreen makes it look like I'm wearing some type of mattifying primer or something, while also getting protection from the sun. Because I have something like what's it like discoloration and whatnot. So it just helps with like making sure I'm not making any of that worse. So I love me some Black Girl sunscreen. All day, every day, I will use it. I'm obsessed with that stuff.
Well, check the links, BA fam, because I'm going to put check the show notes rather. We'll put links to all these businesses in the show notes, and then I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what are your favorite Black owned businesses. I could go on. Like, there's this amazing cupcake shop here in called Small Cakes, which it sounds like a cute little cupcake, but you have to really think about the title. It's Small Cakes. So we're talking like, like a New York bagel is like twice the size of a regular bagel. Their cupcakes is huge. They're so, so good, so decadent. And I love the honey pot. I wanted to say something about there's a lot of when black owned brands get sold to like these big companies. I don't know which company Honey Pot was sold to. I forget now. But I know Melissa from the Lip Bar has talked about this. We do give black owned businesses, it's almost like a dig to them. And I don't feel like it should be when they are bought out by a larger company because that is the goal, and unfortunately, there aren't a ton of there aren't a ton of massive publicly traded or even private organizations, companies that are black owned that could then scoop up and acquire these smaller brands. And so until that happens, like, I'm so happy for them. Like, go get your bag. Like, you know, I've had the founder of Mayel Cosmetics on before, Monique Rodriguez, and she and I talked about this at length. BA fan, y'all can go check out that episode. It came out in the spring. And so when Mayel was sold, like there was instant backlash for Mayel. And I know there's been other stuff on the internet. It's like, does the hair oil make your hair fall out? All this stuff, all this, whether or not it's true or not, like that's not for me to say. But there's just like huge black backlash in general, and I just feel like instead we should be celebrating any sort of like big major wealth and success business event for black owned businesses in general. And we can take to heart like, yes, the business owners, like as much as you can, stay true to your core audience, stay true to like who you made the products for. But I'm like, go get your bag. Like,
You know what? I appreciate you calling that out. I appreciate that a lot, and that's the kind of conversation I like to have. Is I say something like that, and then you come back with the hold on, wait a minute. I like that a lot, so thank you. I will say
it
Beatrice
wasn't that
Dixon, who's the
aggressive.
owner. No, well, I didn't
With
think of it as a
love.
guy. I'm just looking direct. Like, let's just talk about it. Like, I love this. Beatrice
Yeah.
Dixon, the owner of the Honey Pot Company, did come out and speak because there was a lot of backlash about like the ingredients, not the ingredients, but like what it takes to make the pads and like whatnot. Like the ingredients did change by way like once they were sold to Compass Diversified, which is like this huge company that owns a bunch of other companies, a whole parent company situation. And that's really more so what I I would love to know your thoughts on both of you actually, because I agree. Honestly, as you were saying, all I was thinking to myself was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like that is the goal. Let's get some black wealth circulating. Let's go. Like
Yeah.
I came up with this incredible idea, and it's helping millions of people, and I get a payday. Heck yeah, absolutely. I want to support that, especially if the person looks like me. We're rooting for everybody black. At the same
Yeah.
time, I am also wondering how do we hold those that are winning in that respect accountable by way of keeping the ingredients the same? Because once they are then owned by those largely white owned companies, they then start to cheapen the ingredients using stuff that isn't ideal for us, people that look like us. And it's like, how do you, that's such a difficult conversation to have of like, you won, and you were winning for us and are and still in many respects, let me not even use past tense, but in the case for those companies where the ingredients do change, where they do have certain negative impacts on the people they were originally helping, how do you have that conversation in a way that is reflective of the incredible success that they've reached while also holding accountable, hey, like, how can we make it so like the ingredients stay the same, it doesn't cheapen, we're not going for an easy payday for the person who now owns the company. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I struggle with, I have a challenge with. I'm like, how do I approach this?
I don't think it has to be a conversation. I think it just has to be vote with your dollars in a way, like buy the products when they're good. If they change, it sucks. I will say though, my Monique from Mael, she was she was like, nobody knows at the end of the day what's in our contracts as the founders. And so in Monique's case with Mael, she's still the CEO. She still oversees all the hiring. The company itself is still completely separate from the parent company. So they control the formulas. That's all in their contract and in all of the behind the scenes stuff. So I would say I would just caution against like using a broad brush to say that, okay, the result of getting acquired is that the ingredients are going to change. They're going to cheapen them. It's going to be like mass instead of being focused on, what's good for a Black woman or a Black consumer's, specific needs, and just say that paying attention is good. And if it does change, I think, you can vote with your dollars. I think in that case, they're the founders. I think transparency is really important. So if and when, sometimes products change because they have to change, because there's new regulations on what we can actually use in the US. Maybe there's formulas that they can use abroad that they can't use here, whatever the case may be. But I like when founders are way more transparent and they're like, hey, so look, here, I don't want it to be some TikToker who's like, did you see? And then is zooming in on the ingredient list and it's like a whole expose. I think that's really stupid if companies let a TikToker or a blogger or whoever unveil something, because then it looks like you were trying to get like pull the wool over our eyes a little bit. So I think transparency, like tell us why, like don't underestimate the intelligence of your consumer, that we care about that kind of thing, and like tell us why. Would that feel better to you if there was like a conversation and they could explain?
It would. It absolutely would. As I feel like many founders, not all, of course, don't speak until there's backlash. And it's like, let's get ahead of it, please, because we're going to talk about it. We've been to talk about it. So I think that would absolutely be a great way to handle it, for sure.
I always say I'm not the smartest one in the room. I like to surround myself with people who are smarter than me, but I think my gift is like cultural analysis and critique, and I don't have the answers to those questions. I think they're good questions, but I think for me this opens an opportunity to talk about like a bigger symptom of this conversation, which is just that people are scared. We're scared about what's in our products, what things are being made with, especially for Black people, because of our relationship with the medical system and with health and wellness. I mean, just history, centuries of this. And so I think obviously it's a symptom of a bigger problem, which is that we need more brands that we can trust. And, since we're talking about Black businesses and it's Black Business Month, I think it's just, this is a ripe for conversation, and for anyone who's listening who wants to start a business, who wants to research, what are products I can make? What are like baby products I can make, or products for mothers, or products for young children, or any of us, all of us, beauty products for Black women who want to feel good in their own skin. Like, it's never too late to start a business. It's never too late to start something, because this space is not too crowded. Like, we need places that we can trust.
I know everybody needs to hear that right now.
Yeah.
I was just at an event and like I did a whole panel on podcasting, and you always get the question, are there too many podcasts? Like, I'm like, no, listen, tomorrow somebody's going to come out with a podcast that is the biggest thing, and it's going to blow away everybody, and it will not have existed. And like, that could be anybody if you just try. And it's like that whole analogy of like, go to the supermarket and look how many types of bread there are. Come on now. Like, I was more than happy to introduce the Dave's Killer Bread to my pantry. When I saw it, I was like, ooh, they make a bagel now? Okay.
Period. That's that on that.
All right. Well, thanks for that. Yeah, that was. I think it's really important that we, especially during Black Business Month. And one last thing on that, on my part, is I just want to say, don't underestimate the power of getting acquired when it comes to when Black women are able to generate that level of wealth. When our companies get acquired, you have this huge windfall. You get all this stock. It's a huge earning opportunity. But like without fail, I don't think I met a single Black female founder who's had an IPO or, well, there's not many IPOs, but has been acquired and then hasn't turned around and created a fund so that they can seed Black owned female businesses. So Monique has done that for Mayel. I know we have Arlen Hamilton. Like there are several examples. Stacy Philpott Brown, who I interviewed back when she was a CEO of TaskRabbit, and I think she had gone on to, I forget where now, but she has a venture capital firm now that she runs. So there's maybe we don't love like it's not the perfect ideal way that we would be creating Black wealth and it's all blackety black black black, but it's really about like when we get us in positions of power, more often than not we are turning around and lifting the community up with us, and I think that that's worth something too. 100%. Well, let's talk about my favorite topic, which is jobs. Jobs. I don't know if y'all know, but I do career coaching. I have the podcast, of course, but I've been a career coach for years now. I think the last time we got drinks right before an event, the last time we got together, we were getting drinks, and I forget which one. I think it was Mia. I was kind of lightly trying to give some negotiation advice.
Yes.
Without revealing that. This is what I'm obsessed about. I do this all the time. This is amazing. But I have a one-on-one coaching program. It's very small. I only have a couple women in it right now. It's like 12 weeks. And the women I'm working with are so freaking talented. Resumes stacked, experience stacked. I would even say their network is decent. Their personal relationships, still, they are struggling to find work. And I just want to use them as an example because new jobs report came out on Friday. And the jobs report itself, this is like the big Department of Labor comes out once a month and says, how many jobs did American companies add? Which is important, right? Because if they're not adding jobs, people are not getting jobs, and the economy could be going down. But it wasn't just the fact that there was such a low number of jobs added. It was only like 73,000 jobs, which I think we're all used to seeing numbers like 200, 300,000 month over month. It wasn't just that jobs were so low in July. It was that the numbers for May and June were cut. So they went back to May and June and said, oh, oops, we overestimated how many jobs. So actually, for the past 3 months, we've been hemorrhaging tens of thousands of jobs. They took 258,000 jobs off of the May and June payrolls. At the same time, unemployment is ticking up, and big baby orange in chief, of course, turns around and decides I don't like those numbers. I'm going to throw away the person who said the words. He throws a hissy fit, fires the analyst in charge of coming up with the data using the formulas that have been used under multiple administrations. But the point is, like, the job market is tough. And when I say tough, I mean tough. There are not a lot of new jobs being added. And on top of that, when you look at the 73,000, like which sector is actually which sector is actually the bulk of those 73,000 jobs? Healthcare is like 55,000 of those 75,000 jobs are healthcare. So if you take away healthcare, like it's rough. Like places are not hiring. You're still seeing like big companies lay off like thousands of people and getting all that news. But I think what's more damaging is not that we're having these sweeping layoffs. I think it's just the fact that companies are not hiring. They are just choosing not, if you're getting fired, you're getting let go. They're not running out and replacing those roles. So it's just created a really difficult job market. And just to go back to what I originally said, my two Mandy Moneymakers, who are like, again, resume stacked, great experience, super talented. I think that they represent a lot of the frustration if you're looking for a job right now or you're unemployed right now. Like, I just want to encourage you to keep going and to understand that it's going to take a while. Very likely it's going to take a while, and to not let yourself get too disheartened by what's happening. At least feel that you're not alone, because it's tough. I would not want to be out there looking for Although sometimes I feel like I should, because entrepreneurship's hard. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, paycheck would be nice. But yeah, any thoughts, y'all?
This is honestly when we stop demonizing the gig economy. Because I feel like so many people are like, well, I'm 30 something, I'm 40 something, I shouldn't be doing side gigs, I should only be doing full time. And of course, naturally, you deserve, of course. But also, what makes it so challenging is the lack of integrity we ascribe to gig jobs, right? We're like, well, that's not really a work. Like, it's like, well, if it's helping you get like pay your bills and feed you and make things happen, I think that we need to say, hey, actually, it's a good thing that we have this right now. Not that it should be, the final thing that you rely on, of course. But I think what's part of making the whole, because I was unemployed for 2 years myself, and what was part of making what part of the part that made that so difficult for me, especially as a social person that I am, is being in these conversations with my friends or with strangers even, and feeling as though I wasn't enough because I didn't have the big name job or the full-time job, and oh, I have to work 3 different gigs at the same time and try and make this happen and try and get this contractor to, like, whatever, to get paid on time with the invoices. Like, all of that was just really draining on me so much, and it would have helped so much if someone had just been like, hey, work is work. Work is work. That's it. Like, let's lay some honor on that as well. And it's not to say that, like, just get a gig job, you'll be fine. I understand that that is not ideal either. People have mouths to feed in their homes and whatnot, but just ascribing a certain level of integrity to that work as well is what I'm really trying to get at.
My dad used to always say that growing up. He used to be like, there's a McDonald's in every city.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, like, obvious, like you said, not the answer, but I mean, especially in this world today. But there's something about, you can continue to build your brand, continue to build your resume, continue to build your portfolio, keep doing the things that nourish you and feed into your career. So when the time comes, you're going to be front, center, ready. And also, I think some of I worked in college, I worked at a career center for 4 years. So I love this stuff as well, Mandy, about jobs.
Aw, I love my career center in college.
It was the best job of my life. Like, I still am just like, I love it so much. I go back and visit, and I visit all of them. But I learned so much. And I think still some of the tactics for job search, even though it's a terrible market right now, it still holds, which is like, you can really rely on, like, I think in-person meetups, in-person connections. It can be loose ties, but I think the internet, it's getting worse and worse. Like, every time, like, there's a job that pops up and you click it, it's like, this job's been taken down, you can't even apply. Or, like, it's just a bunch of AI.
The Brown Ambition fall intern, which is literally an internship for college kids. I got 300 applications in like
That's
2 days.
amazing. And was that hard for you?
Non-college kids.
Was that hard for you to go through all of that?
I haven't even. I went through like 20, and I'm like, oh God, I need help to go through so many.
And probably the ones that were flagged to you by certain people. If someone said, hey, I know someone who's good for this. Like, I think people just
that would be nice.
Always be marketing yourself. Be like, I'm looking for a job. Don't give up. Tell everybody you come across, like, I'm looking for a job. If you are a rare person, like Shondaland has job positions right now. Like, if you are a rare person who's at a job where there are job openings, you should also be like, you should also be like, hey, guess what, we're hiring. Like, send out a blast on Facebook or LinkedIn and just be vocal. Really, really help your peers right now. And I think someone being able to put a word in for you, or to just even forward a resume, I think is really, really helpful right now, especially when there's like so few openings.
I could not agree more. And I think that even speaks to, like, just the power of community and being able to tell those around you, hey, like, this is what I'm really good at. This is what I want to do. Just talking to the people. There were so many of my own friends who were like, dang, I didn't know you were actually doing this, that, and the third. If I had known that, I could have pushed your resume over to this person that I know. I'm like, I was so busy in my shame that I couldn't talk about it. I didn't have compassion towards myself to be able to be in that growth mindset. And I just know that that's where so many of these people are stand. What they're feeling is like this shame on themselves of like, I got to take this gig, or, oh, I don't know how I'm going to pay this, or, oh, my kid needs this, but how am I going to make it happen? Like, once you get into that growth mindset and being able to practice that kind of self-compassion towards yourself, that's when the ideas flow, that's when you're able to go out and be with the people and start talking and saying, hey, this is what I do. This is what I'm interested in. I'm looking for a position. This is just getting it out there to plant the seeds. Staying in your house, staying in the house and lamenting for too long, just it keeps this negative cycle going. Of course, you need to feel your feelings and, lament for a little bit, but then it's time to get in the lab, and get cracking. Absolutely, I agree with you, Mia. 100%.
And you
Talk to
need that
people. Talk to
community to
people.
encourage you to do that stuff, to like still be creating. Like, I mean, Mia, I love that you have a Substack. Alexa, I know you have projects. You have your travel influencer bag going, right? Did I get that wrong? Travel, right?
No, you got it absolutely right.
On the
Travel
side.
and my website, momentswithalexaclaire.com. Yes.
I just always, I think because I was always craving like max stimulation, just dopamine, just searching for those hits. So for me, I was like, okay, working is cool, but like I want to do this on the side. I want to have a podcast. I want to have this blog, and it helped so much because no matter what, you're reinforcing that you can create something and do something. And so one of the things that I'm working on with my makers is continuing to do the thing that they want to do and actually share it. And sometimes there's a feeling of like, well, if I don't do it in for an employer or as part of a, company or a paid gig or something, that it doesn't count as work or like work products. And I'm like, oh no, like keep demonstrating your excellence. You can do a free workshop for, college students. You can go back to your college alma mater and like do a talk. You can do a virtual Zoom. Who cares if 5 people show up? That's still 5 people. It doesn't matter. You can still say, I taught my thing. I taught my project management skills. I taught, and put that on your resume or in your cover letter, and just don't be stale. You don't want that. Like there's a staleness, there's a stale air around unemployment that can settle, and it can be stifling to you, but it can also be completely like a turn off. It sounds so fucked up, but it's true. It can turn off a hiring manager if you come with the stale energy of like, oh, I haven't, it's been a while. I'm super duper, here's my resume. It's so stacked, but for the last year, I haven't really been doing much. It's been tough. Like you don't want to bring that energy with you. And so that's why I agree with what y'all are both saying. And I would say double those efforts to start sowing seeds, even if it's a brand new relationship. Like we just became friends, y'all, less than 5 months, I forget, less than 6 months ago. And this feels like who knows what opportunities we may, have for one another. Like y'all are on my podcast. Yay, talking about your blog and stuff. Like there you go. Hopefully that's considered like some fruit. Not that it felt like transactional, but you never know where those relationships are going to end. And I would say people get overwhelmed by like, how am I going to meet new people, or what I'm going to a networking event and like, I have to get everything I want accomplished in this one conversation with this one person. But it can just be a tiny seed. And then you just like try to water it over months and months. It takes time, but you have to be like deliberate, intentional, and try to keep that mindset right, which I know is easier said than done, because the way this mind is set up to hold us back is booby trapped.
Could not have said that better.
Well, thanks
drop
for
the
your
mic.
compassion.
Drop the mic.
I will.
It's needed.
But y'all seem to both have like a lot of compassion, which is like at the end of the day, we all need to have so much compassion for everything that we're all going through.
Yes. Each
these
other,
jobs are
ourselves. It's hard, but
Well, Miss Mia, I know you have a hard stop for a fun reason, but since you're our pop culture girly, is there anything like pop culture wise that's getting you excited? Is it Nicolandria like me, because they still have me in a chokehold?
Gosh, goodness, this is a good question, and I don't know. I feel like I'm really tired right now. I want something juicy. There's this writer, Haley Nahman, and she always writes about like the death of sex, and she's like, I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about like we lived through a lot of eras in our lifetime where things are just like sexy, like they're edgy, there's nuance, there's like depth, there's like intrigue, and now it just seems like everything is flat. Like it's just like, this thing happened, let's make it a headline. This thing happened, let's make it a headline. And so I'm feeling a little bit of that. Like I'm feeling a little bit bored by pop culture.
Did you not watch
right
Love Island?
I did. And I was a little bit bored. I also could not keep up. I
Ugh,
didn't fully. I was like a little bit behind. But I
BFM, so
think
sick of me talking about it. It's sad. It really is
Mommy
sad.
Mamacita, I mean, that had me by the neck. That did
No,
have me by the neck.
Nicolandria. It's the couple. It's the Alexa. Yes, no. Are we Nicolandria Hive? You
I'm so
guys.
sorry. I'm a Love Is Blind girly, not Love Island. I'm
Oh
sorry.
man.
I'm like,
Sorry.
I need
I'm
to get
sorry
back
for
to you.
y'all
I
because
don't
this.
know.
She said she's sorry for us.
I'm so sorry for y'all. But you know what's crazy? And maybe you're right to a certain extent, Mia. But
I'm
I
so
was reading about.
bored.
Are y'all into fan fiction? Reading it? I used to write really
Yes.
bad fan fiction as a teenager.
Tumblr was the
Same.
peak of my life.
Tumblr,
Tumblr
okay.
and Wattpad. Mm-hmm.
See,
Big time. Big
Wattpad.
time. I was a
Tell
huge
me
Watt.
why.
I would write on Wattpad and I would read constantly on Wattpad.
Also, I was calling it
Fanfic.
Wattpad.
What? What was
Wattpad.
I calling it? What did I call it?
Wattpad. What?
I'm sorry. Wattpad.
No,
Yes.
I would, but no, you tell me because I'm new to it. I only got, this is really, 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 I'm like blushing. I'm so embarrassed because I am reading Love Island fan fiction, specifically
I love
Nicolandia.
this for you.
Uh, but on Wattpad, which I had never heard of before, but apparently it's like that girl now for fan
Oh
fiction.
yeah. Okay, so I will say I'm careful about where I say that I read Wattpad now because growing
Okay.
up, like middle school, high school era, it was very just like cutesy. Oh yeah, I want to know more about what happens in Twilight. Like, can we get some other versions of this? Or like,
Mm.
there's this really great movie I watched and I want the characters to continue on. What happens? And someone else takes it on, or they'll just do their own original work, which is great. And I love that. Now, unfortunately, it has very much become uh, likened to all the like dirty reads and like the 3, 4, 5 chili peppers and
Oh,
whatnot. So
we're
I'm
talking
I'm
like
careful
smut, a
now.
little sexy, a little
Yeah,
romance.
smut.
What's wrong with
Wattpad gets very
romance?
smutty now. It's because it's not romance, Mandy. It's not. It's not romance. This
Oh.
is yeah, this is other stuff that now Wattpad has been like likened to. Where I'm like, no, there's still the good stuff. There's like still like the good feel good stuff in there where you can find stuff
Oh.
that makes you like kick your feet and tee hee hee, like the
That's what I'm
Nicolandria fanfic.
finding. Yeah.
Yes.
There's really well done. I wish I'm getting new to it. I'm not paying for it, so I will say the ads drive me insane. Especially
Hmm.
I'm just like get out of here, but it's making me feel like I get that kid feeling. I get that teenager feeling a little bit. But there's people making money. You know how it's like 50 Shades of Grey used to be? It was like a
Yeah.
Twilight fanfic. So I
Yes.
was reading that from Wattpad. There's been a couple of projects. There's been The Kissing Booth on Netflix, which I haven't
Oh
watched.
wow. That
That
was a
was
cute
born out
movie.
of fanfic. There's also, Anna Todd's After, which was a One Direction Harry Styles like fanfic. No, but the book, it
Wow.
got turned into a book published by Simon and Schuster 2014, and then it became a movie with 4 sequels. Clearly, I'm not the target demo because I ain't never seen this.
Oh
Four
my
sequels
goodness.
racked up $168 million worldwide.
You see, this is what I say. If you have an idea, go for it. Go
Right?
for
Even
it.
if
I
it's
mean,
not
this
your
is
idea,
how.
apparently.
Come on. This is how. So I'm a huge fantasy girl, like reader. Like I've been really into like ACOTAR, Sarah J. Maas. If anyone knows, if you know, you know. But Sarah
Okay.
J. Maas has written ACOTAR, which is a Court of Thorns and Roses
Oh,
series.
ACOTAR. Yes, yes.
ACOTAR,
Okay,
yes.
okay. All right.
As
Little
well as
fairy
Throne of
smut.
Glass. But actually, it's well, it's actually not. It's YA. They don't get to. I mean, until Silver Flame. Silver Flame is a little smutty, but
It's
otherwise,
not that
it's
spicy.
very.
I listened to
It's
it and
not
I was like,
spicy.
no es caliente. ¿Dónde está?
No, because it's literally classified as a young adult novel. Like they can't like go crazy.
Gotcha,
Um,
gotcha.
but Akatar, Throne of Glass, all the things. But Throne of Glass, which is like her ultimate like series. Anyone reads that and they just know they're never gonna find a book like it ever again. But she had started that when she was 16 on a site similar to Wattpad. And that's when it took off from there, which she got a deal, took it off of that website, and now it is I think they have like a Hulu deal or a Prime Video deal for a movie now.
Oh,
But
damn. Okay.
that book has been going since I was in high school. Like that book has gone crazy. So I say that just to say, if you have an idea, write it. There's editing that can happen later. All the professionals can take a look at it and make it perfect for whatever you need it to be. But just get the idea out there.
Just get it out there, and also just have fun, like just to be creating. That used to be a real outlet for me as a kid, was
Mm-hmm.
writing stories. I would write my own stories, and I would write some fan fiction. I used to edit my brother's Harry Potter fan fiction and try to pretend like I also wasn't writing it because I was so
I
embarrassed.
love
I was so
that.
shy about it. But I would
What's your Harry
never want
Potter
to.
house?
My house, I think, is Hufflepuff. It's been a
Oh, I
long,
love
long time.
that.
I think for
Go
sure I'd be a
Mandy.
Slytherin today. Way more honest. I think I was. I think I'm way more honest. I think about who I am and what I want. I think
Okay, I love that.
Slytherins get a bad rap, but I think that there is. I think that
Most of
there's
my girlfriends are Slytherins. Very
yeah,
much so.
especially
Yeah.
since I'm a mom.
Direct.
There's not much I'm doing just to be brave, just because I got kids. You know what I mean? I think all moms would be Slytherin. Like we have to strive, but no, I'm not risking my neck for just anybody because my children need me. You know. Period. But shouts out to Wattpad and the fandom lore. Like, if you have a favorite, if you're part of some fandom, I want to hear about it. I want to know what's getting y'all. We need some Wattpad billionaires to come forth. All right, VA fam, we're going to take a quick break and be right back and do Brown Boost, Brown Break. Stick around. All right, y'all. Are y'all ready for a little Brown Boost, Brown Break action? I will go first since it's my party and I done put y'all in the hot seat too much. I'm gonna do a quick. I love this. I love this TikTok trend where it's like it's usually a woman, and usually behind her is like her partner, her husband. I don't want to, whatever. Their man is behind them, and it's usually a woman, and she's like very aggressive, and she's like, "Hey, this is Paul. This is my husband, Paul. He's going to show you the tomato he just grew in the garden. You better be impressed. He worked really hard." So it's like you're kind of threatening the audience, like you better listen to him and you better like it. And it's so cute. It's so damn cute. I like low key wanted to do one for my husband, but he's way too shy. But there's this, I saw this on Blavity. It's a story of a black owned food delivery app that has now gone viral and is more popular than Uber Eats and competitors in the App
Wow.
Store because his sister did one of these like TikTok trends for him. So I want to shout out this new food delivery. It sounds hella cute. So his name is Lucius Daniel the Fourth. Okay. And he founded
Name.
BiteSight, BITE Sight, SIGHT. So it's a mashup of TikTok and DoorDash. So, and it offers over 150,000 dishes to customers. But the cutest thing is like, instead of shopping based on the restaurant, like I think what happens is you scroll through and you see TikTok videos of the food. And then you can say, I want that. And they will, and like somehow you get the food delivered to you. Who knows how the mechanics happen, but he built this app from scratch. And his sister Kendall is the one who did the video. So shout out to his sister Kendall
Go Kendall.
for giving her little or big brother, I don't know, giving her brother some shine because now he has one of the most popular food delivery apps in the App Store.
I hope she gets a cut. Put her in there. That's amazing.
Taking cuts, but yeah, probably she should get a cut one
She should
day.
get a cut.
This is why you need to have contracts in place before you do your marketing, you know?
That's amazing. What a good idea for an app. That's
No,
actually, I'm
totally.
mad I didn't think of it. I'm mad I didn't think of it. That's so
The
good.
name is so good.
Bite Site. Oh, that I
Bite
just got it
site?
now. Bite
Like,
Site, yeah.
please. That's so good.
So now he was number 6 on Apple's food and drink top chart, ahead of Uber Eats, Domino's, Instacart, Subway, Chipotle. Come on now.
Wow.
And at this point, he's gotten $1.5 million in seed funding from some venture capitalists like Y Combinator, that's a big one, Surge Point Capital. So he is not playing around. He is here to win. This could be, I mean, we were just talking about black owned brands not going IP. We need an app. We need a tech business. Just put some AI on that shit. Like, let's get you $1 billion, late man. Come on. All right, Alexa, I know you got to jump. So do you want to go next?
This is truly what I've been ranting about lately, but just any and everyone that would listen, I have been rewatching Pose. I don't know if either of you are familiar with the show Pose, but it is about the trans community circa 1980s, 1990s in New York. And it features all kinds of mega huge names. It is created by us, for us. Everyone who is a part of the writers' team is LGBTQ, largely on that T side, which we love. And so I've been rewatching this with my roommate, and there was a scene. I'm on the episode now where Pray Tell, his character, this black gay man in his 40s who has HIV/AIDS, and it has since developed into like an AIDS type of lymphoma. It's really serious what he has. And so he goes back to his hometown, but she left because he had unfortunately he just had a lot of unfortunate experiences. I want to be mindful of like what our audience's triggers might be, but he had some unfortunate experiences there, and you can imagine what they were. And he goes back and rekindles some things with certain people, develops like strengthens his relationship with his mother and whatnot. But oh my goodness, the challenge between his mother and him are what really just got to me, because she just kept saying, you were fine, you were fine, you were healthy, you were such a great singer, you were such a part of the community, you were in the church, all the things. He's like, mother, I was being hurt every day, and I was telling you, and you didn't believe me. You knew it was happening. Oh, Mia, you're... It's like, you knew it was happening, and you just let it be. You just let it happen. This commitment to delusion that people have to get them through these moments that they don't know how to handle, that they don't know how to work through. Oh my God, it has. I was crying so hard at that scene, because this is your child telling you, I was being hurt and I came to you and you said I don't believe you. And still to this day, as an adult, he comes to her and he talks with her, and she has to make it about herself. She's like, just come to church with me. He's like, that's where I was hurt. It's all of this. It's this commitment to delusion over things that especially hurt those we claim to love. That for me, it grinds my gears. I have been ranting about it nonstop. That is what I have to share. And it wasn't so much just about that like deep topics, right? It can be about anything, just commitment to delusion about anything when those around you are telling you, hey, actually this makes me feel this way. And that person is still like, well, la-di-da, like it's fine. If you think about this, that, or the third, it'll be fine. Don't look at what's right in front of you. I don't understand that, and I will never understand that, because community is so important to me. And even though delusion is comfortable, community requires discomfort. It requires it.
As someone, I've been on the receiving end of that, and even if it's small, like it's so infuriating to not be believed for your experience, that you're telling someone how it made you feel, but because they can't fathom feeling that way, or they don't, or it's inconvenient to them that you felt bad, like they can't accept it. And like I can't think of, it's just one of the most damaging, toxic actions you can, or almost like it's like an act of violence a little bit, like against a person. It really is.
It is.
You're
Damaging
violence. Someone, like you're inflicting an injury on someone when you say to them that, oh, you felt this way. I don't see or acknowledge or empathize or, acknowledge or validate that in any way. You ignore their pain, and it is like, it's damaging them. It's very hurtful. So
and then turn around and say, I love you so much, but I love you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thanks for listening.
I could do the heart fingers, but I can't. I'm holding a mic.
It's so heavy. You did the Gen Z heart. But...
I can't. I refuse.
What? What the helly?
I'm just now figuring out how the hell to do this. Okay,
it's the Korean, like the K drop.
Yeah. No, this is the Italian. This is the Italian. Okay. I can't. I would do a bonus break just to say that I hate that.
I will never be invited again. Oh, I love it.
All right, Miss Mia, not Abraham Nolan.
Okay. It's me. The Virgin, not anymore. I don't know. Can I
How do you
not say
feel?
that?
Was it good for you?
It was so great. Would do it again. Would highly recommend.
Yeah.
Would do it again and again.
You just
Honestly.
came and went. You were like, I'm just gonna come and go as I please.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, no, not that bad. Really, not that bad. Okay, my rant is about PR relationships. I'm a little over it. You know how I talked about things being a little bit sexless? It feels like PR relationships are. There used to be something juicy about them. Like it used to be like The Notebook, like Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling, and like the first time J-Lo and Ben got together, which was totally PR. It's like, and now it's like we're really doing Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson, and we know it's
you think that's a PR relationship?
1,000%.
Oh, cute.
And that's why I'm like, oh, we're all falling for it. I'm like, oh,
I mean, I'm still not gonna go see their movie, but it's just
I
cute.
have heard it's a great movie, but I'm like, do we not see? But one thing I will say that I love about it is that we need representation. Like there should be like an older couple who's living their lives, and we're following their romance, and we love it. I just if it was anybody else, I'd be okay with it. But the fact that it's Liam Neeson, I'm like, did we forget that he went on a racist rant about how he wanted to kill a black man? I'm like, we're all forgetting that. Everyone's like, I'm so happy.
I actually did forget it. Thanks for bringing me back down to earth.
I'm like, everyone's like, we love this PR. We love this relationship. I'm like, I don't know. I can't get behind it. I can't be happy. I'm a terrible person. Wow.
You're not.
But I don't know. I'm like, if we're going to keep doing PR relationships, I can't think of the last good one.
What are are there any bad ones besides that one? Are you going to say Tom and Zendaya? They're not a PR relationship. I'm trying to think of other co-stars.
I don't think they are, and if it started as one, I don't think it is.
Well, then you need to get into Love Island lore. So here's how you can do it. But don't
you think those are some PR relationships too?
Oh my God! Absolutely.
Not PR, but like
except for Nicolandria, I will defend them to the moon. The delusion, I don't care. It feels too good, but it's real.
I did like them both. I don't really know the story of how they ended up because I stopped following. But
why are you denying yourself? You probably got, because it was boring as hell. But then halfway through it starts to turn. And then the last week it really turns. So what you need to do is just go watch. This is my tactic, because who has time to watch an hour every day? 2 hours sometimes. I would watch the recap from last week, fast forward to the last 10 minutes and watch that. And if it felt like I missed something important, the recap from the following week would just cover it. You know what I mean? Okay. And that is how I got through tons of episodes very quickly. And then there's plenty of
this tactic.
Yeah.
Mandy,
because you get to listen to the Irish guy or whatever, he's Scottish or whatever, Ian, whatever. Last week, in the villa. And then it's great. It's the best. I've been doing that ever since my cousin got me hooked on UK back during the pandemic.
UK is so good.
But that's serious. They would go for weeks and weeks. They would be on air for, there were some Hulu seasons where it was like 60 something episodes. Whew. There's no way in Hades.
No.
I got kids. I got a life.
You literally have to start and be committed. Like, I think if you really get into it from the very beginning, you can do it.
You gotta skip all the after sun, skip all the
late, you're screwed.
Unseen bits, all that shit. No.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that you should, because there is, I think it's a dumb debate, because obviously they are the real, but it's very interesting which relationships have seemed real and are now falling apart, and Nicolandria has stood the test of time.
They're still together?
Weeks. It's been 3 weeks, but yes. They've still
it's been 3 weeks.
Looks like they made it. Yeah. They're vacationing together. Period. But then there was like the couple from last season, Janae and Kenny. There's all this drama. Like that for him it was a PR.
Yeah.
But for her
that
it
was
wasn't.
rough to witness.
Yeah. So you have clocked that.
Yeah.
Very sad. But she got there, like, that woman's power, because the way that everybody unfollowed him, like, did she mass email the entire crew? Like,
I don't know what happened, and I'm here for it.
I don't think anyone, other than, like, apparently he sent some text to friends talking about how, like, saying derogatory things about her as a black woman, like, this is why I don't date black women, like, she's always on her bullshit. He's Dominican. And it's sad for me because I'm married to a Dominican man who's not like that. But yeah, it was pretty shitty. And basically said that he thought he would be getting more money from this already. He's just doing it for the clout, blah, blah, blah. Like,
That's
really
crazy.
fucked it up for himself.
Ew. Wow.
But for Pamela Anderson, I just hope, because Liam Neeson is such an aggressive, I don't know him as a person, but like obviously, but his characters are so aggressive, and she's so delicate and like, and I mean, I know she's a strong, powerful woman, but I just want to protect her.
I know.
And I
Me
just hope that
too.
she feels good because I'm
Yeah,
following
me
her
too.
reaction.
If she's happy, I'm happy. But is
I'm
she?
hoping he's not aggressive and she's just like, you know, like can
Yeah.
happen in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's mutual and that it's mutually respect and like there's all that happening.
I hope it's so.
I would be so sad to find out that the whole time she's been deeply uncomfortable and wishing for it to end.
Yeah, I would hate that.
Okay. Well, Miss Gorgeous Ball of Sunshine, thank you so much for joining me on Brown Ambition.
Mandy. Thank you.
I
for
love you
having
back.
me. Yes, anytime.
I want to come visit you in Brooklyn.
Come.
You visited me on the internet. We visited Alexa,
Yes.
you know, in Chelsea. So now I need to come to Brooklyn. It's only
Come
fair.
to Brooklyn. We're gonna find a time. Oh, it was so
Well,
good
take
talking to you,
care.
Mandy.
Oh, you too, boo. BA fam, go make new friends. You can do it. Whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, go make new friends. It's not too late, okay?